Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Easy Redmine webinar. And my name is Hedviga Ceboja, and today I'm going to show you what is new in Easy Redmine 2018 1.1. During the webinar, if you will have any questions, please use the Q&A section, and I will answer all your questions. So today I'm going to show you first in this iframe what is new. So this is our landing page, which you can find when you go to our Easy Redmine site. So I will start with the new features which are new in Easy Redmine. First, the Zoom video meetings. Actually, Zoom is what we are using now for this presentation. And from now on, when you create your free trial, when you start testing the newest version of Easy Redmine, also in your newest version of Easy Redmine, which you upgraded, you can find this feature. And how you can work with this feature. So actually, from now on, everybody who wants to use Zoom can have calendar for free. And this calendar you can find here, for example, on this right panel. It is a small one where you can see your meetings just for one day. And you can move in these days, just like this. If you want to create a meeting, you just do it as before. You can create a name. You can choose the date, place, some description. And what is important, you can choose what type of meeting you want to have. So it's going to be just a simple meeting, audio or video meeting. If it is a video meeting, you can have it in your personal room, because from now on, every user in Easy Redmine has his personal room. And well, if you choose it, then you can just join your personal room. Invitees will come to your personal room and you can do your meeting. If you don't click at it, then there will be a random link created for your meeting. And here you can invite people. So you can, well, choose some of your colleagues to join. When you save it, then the meeting is created and you can find a link to your meeting inside the meeting. And when you click at it, you will join the meeting. So this is how you can simply work with it. If you want to create an invitation fast, you can just click at this Meet Now button, invite your colleagues, choose if it is audio or video meeting, and it will be created in your personal room. And if you want to get to your personal room quickly, you can just click at this button, My Room. And like this, your new Zoom meeting will be created. And you will open your Zoom, you can invite your colleagues, and you can continue with your meeting. Of course, you can open a normal calendar like this and create your Zoom meetings from this calendar. Like this, you can also see the schedule of all your other colleagues, and you can invite them for another meetings. So if you want to use the calendar and you don't have it yet, just let us know. Contact our support, contact me, and we will activate the plugin for you in your Easy Redmine. Now, how it works with payment. Actually, when you go to More, here we have Meeting Calendar, and here you can find the Zoom statistics. In the Zoom statistics, you can see how many minutes you have left. For example, in the trial mode, you have 500 minutes to test the Zoom. So don't hesitate to create meetings and test it. And now the minutes are counted the way that if you have 2 participants on one meeting, and this meeting takes 10 minutes, let's say, then it is counted like 20 minutes. Here you can see the usage of minutes per user. And you can also purchase minutes for your Zoom from here. You can purchase how many minutes you want to, and there is also discount counted. So if you take more minutes, you have bigger discount. And you can purchase meeting minutes also from your client zone. Then it will be directly updated in your Easy Redmine, and you will have as many minutes as you need for your meetings. I will go back to my homepage. And actually, here I created also a button, My Room. So there is the link to get into my meeting room in my Zoom. So to get there quickly, you can create same or similar button to your homepage, or you can add it to your main menu. So you can just go there quickly. Also, if you want to get into room of somebody else that your colleague, for example, tells you that he needs your help with something and you should connect to his Zoom, you can open a chat. Let's say I have here some chat with Clara. I'll click just at here and I will get to her personal room. And when somebody is getting to your personal room, you are notified about it via email. And also you will get a chat popped out that this person is waiting for you in your personal room. So you will know that you should go there and join your colleague. So this is about the Zoom meetings. If you have some questions, just don't hesitate to use the Q&A section. If not, I will continue. So here we also have the global roles. These are the 15 predefined roles and dashboards which are suitable for business. And this was created with help of our consultants because they have implemented already hundreds of easy Redmines for our clients, and actually they all have very similar pattern. So we use this pattern, and like this we are trying to help to all our new clients with easier implementation of easy Redmine. So everything is already set up. Like for example, there is already the role, user types, and permissions already set up for each member of project. But this is something what you can find only in the newest trials of Easy Redmine. It is not possible to upgrade it to older versions. Then we have here Onboarding Zone. So this is a very simple tutorial. When you start with your Easy Redmine, when you start your free trial, you will have this little help, which you will also be able to find on the right side on the screen. And you can choose if you want to know something about WBS, about how to work with projects, about Agile board. And you will have this small text here explaining you where to go, where to click at, and some explanations of how it works. This you can find in the new trial versions, but also it will be possible to turn it on for or activate it for new users which are coming to your Easy Redmine. So if you have new colleagues, they can learn more about Easy Redmine like this. I see a question in Q&A from Jack. Is this new version implemented for cloud version of Easy Redmine? Yes, it is. So you can check if you in admin and info like this. So I have a mistake there, sorry. So here you can see in what version you are actually. But in this version, you will find, of course, Zoom. We can activate the calendar for you, but the global roles won't be there. Okay, thank you. So I will continue. We have improved localization, so we are still working on improving translations in Easy Redmine. Mainly, we focus on the German, French, Spanish, Portuguese, and Russian. If you still see mistakes or typos in translation, don't hesitate to contact our support. We are really happy if you can help us with this, and we will fix the mistake. Calendar for free. If you want to activate it, just let us know. And we also have new free mobile applications. So it was already there for Android. We already have it also for iPhones. You can try it, you can test it. It is really fast and it is really easy to work with. And these were the new features. And now let me show you our new plugins. I see a question. Again from Jack. So mobile application sometimes it does not display WBS and EasyGant. I'm not sure if it is fixed already. I will check it because I wasn't working with it so far. So I will let you know later in the email, in the follow-up of this webinar. Thank you very much for the question, Jack. So I will continue now with the new plugins. First, the organization structure, which is the tree hierarchy visualization of your organization in Easy Redmine. So to show it to you, I'll just open it in the new window. It will be better. So like this, you can see who is actually the boss or the CEO. You can add here the managers, and you can, via drag and drop, add more people to your teams, like that. This option you can find when you go to users, and here you can find the organizational chart. And you can change it also from the user profile, like this, and you can see who's the supervisor of this person. It is the same thing which was already implemented, but we just made it better with the chart. And what else it does is that if you are working with attendance and you choose that the vacation has to be approved, this supervisor is the one who can approve your vacation. And also it helps with the setup of the project, and you can see who is the manager of which team. And another thing which you can find in here is the dashboards, because you can now see organization structure also in dashboards. You can just start customizing your page and add the module organizational structure. It can look like this, for example, so you can have a full structure, also with some information. If you have also some custom fields in the profile of the user, you can add it. Or you can choose just to see group or the sales team, for example. So, well, I think I didn't save correctly the previous on the previous screen. So, but there, this should be the sales team. You can edit it and choose what will appear on the screen. So I added here some custom fields. So this was about organizational structure. I can see another question from Adrian. So it is about new features. We've used easy page templates. Has this changed? No, this didn't change. It is still there. We just created some predefined templates which could be helpful. And what we are planning now is the option to take these templates which we have predefined to download it to your Easy Redmine. So if you like our templates, you can use them in your Easy Redmine. If you think that your templates can be helpful for someone else and you want to share them, you can also do that. So this will be prepared very soon. Thank you very much for your question. So I will continue with the business dashboard. Actually, this business dashboard, it's here. It helps you with tracking all information in your Easy Redmine. I'll show you a very simple business dashboard which I have created. So for example, this is the view of sales director. I can see here how much my team made in the past months or during this year. This is set up globally for the whole team. And here on this site, I'm going to show you the 3 new features in this business dashboard, which is global filter, trend, or on-click feature. I'll start with the global filter. To set it up, you have to go to customize your page. You create here your modules. You will choose what you want to see. And then you have to turn this global filter on. For global filters, you can choose the date, country, user, project, list, or sprint. I chose just the user and the date because I just want to see there how my team is performing. But so it works, you have to continue with the settings. Here you can find the global filters, and you can choose when you change the user in global filter, if it will apply to assignee or the author, and when you change the date, if it will apply to contract date or some other date in the CRM case. I have to do that setup in each module so it can work. Once it is done, I just save it. And now I want to see from my team how, for example, Lucy is performing. So I apply it and I only see what Lucy made in past months. And I can choose also a specific date to see it, how she's doing. Another option which we have here is trends. You can find this module in others and trends. And you can create these trends for different entities, like for example, for the CRM cases, also for the cash flow, for EasyGun, for WBS, for projects, for tasks, for almost every entity in EasyRedmine. Here you can choose the name, description. You can choose the color, for example. And now what I want to watch is actually the price, how much money I made. And I'm going to compare it because I want to see how much I made this month. And I want to compare it to my previous month. And I can also apply the global filter for this. So like this, I can see that I have so far 102 made, and I still have to do at least 23% more just to be better than previous month. And the last feature, on click, works on the charts. So when I click on the chart directly, I get a filter. How this works is I just created a filter. It was actually this filter. And to edit on click, I just go to edit my chart. When I scroll down, I can see here the section on click. And I could paste here the URL. So what I want to see, I can choose how it's going to appear. So if it is going to be a new window, or if my window just changes, or if it is going to appear like this. So like that, you can have information about the performance of your team. So this was about the business dashboard. This business dashboard is very simple, but you can create your business dashboard also for watching money, tasks, or if you want to see some statistics for help desk or whatever you need to. If you need help with it, just let us know and we will be happy to help you. And now I am going to the last new plugin which we have in here, and that is the requirement management. So I'll just go back here. Actually, it complies with the V model. And this requirements plugin is used in projects which have to be more sophisticated, and they have lots of small components and details which have to build a big, impressive product. Oh, I can see a question in the Q&A from Matthias. If it is possible to watch the velocity of a sprint with these charts. Yes, yes, it is. You can create also the global filter for sprints. Thank you. So I'll continue with this requirement management. And to show it to you, let's just create a new project. So let's call this new project a shop. And everything I need is just to add here requirement management. So here we go. I'm not adding the members now. I'm not creating tasks yet, but I will go to my plugin. And here you can see that artifacts already predefined. These are here by default, but you can still rename them if you want to. You can deactivate them if you don't want to use them, or you can change the color. And then we also have here the relation. And these relations you can also rename if you want to, and you can also add new relations. So I'm going to create requirements like this. Now I can see this dashboard where it is explained how I can work with this plugin. So I can start adding artifacts under or on the same level. I will add a new section, and this new section, let's call it, for example, design of our shop. I can choose who's going to be responsible for that. I can choose some description. If I already have tasks in my project, I can start typing the name or the number of my tasks and add one or more tasks to this artifact. Here, if you create some relations between some other items from a requirements tree, you can find it here, and you can also add some attachment. So like this is built, and I'll create another section. So I'm going to call this section now catalog and save it. Now I see I didn't want to have this catalog under design, so I can just take it, and via drag and drop, I can change it. So I moved it under shop. But I want to have design first, so I just, so I just can reorder that. Like this, design is now first. And I can continue on creating new sections. Now, for example, I want to start creating requirements. I want to create a requirement under the catalog. Let's call it list of items. Create a, or let's say that list of items will be in the attachment. Where I can add the file. And I can save it. And now this is how I can see my requirement. Now this requirement, I can already connect with a task. So I can create a new task right from here. I can assign the task to someone, of course. Let's add some due date for that and save it. I didn't connect it with the requirement, but what I can do is I go back to my requirement. I can update it and find my task like this and save it. On the other hand, I can go right to my task and I can add the requirement from here. So I'll just start typing the name of my requirement. So there are two ways how to connect it together. So this is how you can work with your requirements. And I can see another question in the Q&A section. Would you like to try organizational structure for the chart? What happens if we fail to buy plugin after trial expires? Well, if it expires, then you just won't see the supervisor in the profile of the user, so there won't be any supervisor for the user. So you'll just lose all this data of the supervisor, and there will not be a person who can approve the vacation, for example. So I think it's just very simple like this. Thank you for the question. So I'll go back to my homepage. We saw all the new features. If you still have some more questions, don't hesitate to use the Q&A section or contact me later on via my email or write us into info or just answer to the invitation of this webinar. Actually, I was showing you our website from right from the Easy Redmine, but this is a very simple iframe which I edit to my homepage, where I put the email address and change the width and the height of the screen. So it works perfectly also like that. I don't see any more questions coming, but I hope you liked our webinar, so I'll launch the polling for you. And meanwhile, you can still ask me your questions. If you have some, of course, some ideas about what would you like to see the next webinar, don't hesitate to contact me and tell me what would you like to hear about in the future. Yeah, thank you very much. I just got the notification that it was a wonderful presentation. Thank you very much. Yeah, my pleasure. Probably I'm sometimes too fast, but you can see the video of this webinar very soon on our site and review it again. But if you want to see something in details, just let us know, and me or one of my colleagues will sit down with you on a meeting, and we will show you some more information about these new features. So don't hesitate to start your free trial, to test it, and see what is new. Okay, I don't see any new questions coming. So thank you very much for attending our webinar, and see you soon on another webinar which will happen in May. So have a nice day, and bye-bye.